My name is Dave Doring. I've been teaching at Bayfield School for 17 years in the Technology and Engineering Education program. And one of the things that I've found in the 17 years teaching here that makes the biggest difference in the student performance and student lives is special projects. For example, this is an Electrothon vehicle that the students from the ground up, they design and they build this Electrothon vehicle and compete in contests. And it's something that it's not a textbook approach. It takes a lot of special planning and funding to do these special projects. So with the Bayfield Community Education Foundation has given us a few grants to start this Electrothon program. They gave us a grant. We got a grant for a trailer from them, and it really allows these special programs like this that make a difference in students' lives. It really allows these programs to be successful, to get a start, something above and beyond what's going to be in the school budget. Some other projects that they've funded is right now we're taking the things that we learned from this Electrothon program and we're building a commuter vehicle that's going to be a cross between electric and pedal power. And so they've allowed us to, we've gotten some motors that we've been experimenting with. It's also allowed, through those grants, the science and the technology have been working together. So I've been working with Rick Erickson on this commuter project, and things like that don't normally get funded in the budget, and so that's another way that the Bayfield Community Education Foundation helps out the program. I've done. It was quite a few years ago, but the BCEF gave us some cameras, donated, we got a grant for some cameras, and my 8th grade students went out and took photos of a day in the life of Bayfield, Red Cliff, Madeline Island. So there was enough, we used one-time use cameras, and so we captured one day of activities that were happening all across our community. It's a special project. It's not a canned project. It's something that goes above and beyond what normally is taught in the curriculum. And I think this is what makes the biggest difference in students' lives. And that's where the Bayfield Community Education Foundation has really helped us out here at Bayfield School.
The Bayfield Community Education Foundation awards grants twice per year, once in the fall and again in the spring. Although the majority of the grants are submitted by teachers from the Bayfield School District, we also award grants to any community organization within our district that provides educational opportunities for our children. Following are two great examples of organizations that are providing wonderful experiences for our children.
Okay, we put North Coast Community Sailing together in 2001 basically to provide sailing opportunities for those kids who live near the lake, Chequamegon Bay, to provide them the opportunity to get out into the water. And we teach kids how to sail. We also provide water safety for kids who haven't been around the water to get near the water and do it safely. And part of the contribution of the Bayfield Education Foundation was to provide for life jackets. And one of the things that we do is provide a swimming test for the first day of classes and to get them out with the life jackets on so that they're more comfortable in dealing with the conditions of Lake Superior. So during this time period, the last 9 years, we built the program into a program that basically was under 100 kids a year. And this past year, in 2010, we did more than 260 kids in the program, which is probably one of the largest sailing programs in the Wisconsin area.
I am Beth Palma, Director of North Coast Community Sailing. The Bayfield Education Foundation has been generous with us in donating money for us to beef up our safety materials such as life jackets. The local kids that benefit from this program are quite numerous. They learn how to sail, they're out there on the water, they're learning responsibility for themselves, the equipment, awareness of their surroundings, our beautiful lake. These kids we serve Ashland, Bayfield, Redcliffe, and Washburn. We provide classes in all 4 locations during the summer for 8 through 18-year-olds, and we also provide some for local adults. Our fees are very low, so it's groups like the Bayfield Education Foundation that keep us sailing, that make up the difference to the cost of the program, because our mission is to keep prices low. So our community, we are growing sailors, so our kids are sailing. It's really neat. The kids that are out there, you know, they find something within themselves. They have to respond to the situation. They have to perform. They have to react to what comes at them, and they learn. And there's nothing cuter than seeing 8, 9-year-olds rig their own boats and know the names and take full responsibility.
Hi, I'm Vicki Tribovich, founder and director of Unbridled Hope Equine Assisted Learning Center. What we do out here is therapeutic riding with children with physical handicaps, whether it be, well, anything physical actually. We also work with at-risk youth in equine-assisted learning, which is a lot of metaphorical learning and using the horse and human relationship. It's pretty powerful stuff, simply because of the horse is the only animal that mirrors our body language, and they basically know what we're saying without saying anything at all. They're great teachers of wisdom. As you can see, you know, Buddy, this is Ebony, this is Buddy. Ebony is my therapeutic riding horse. She's great. We've got kids that can crawl all over her, and she doesn't do anything. She understands the need that any particular child or adult may be needing or feeling at that time. She's very sensitive. Buddy we use as a therapeutic riding horse also. Okay, and I also want to introduce Becky and Jesse. They work for, you know, and with Unbridled Hope, and without them, I couldn't do what I do. It's a labor of love, and I just want to thank them for everything that they do for our kids in the community too. Becky and Jesse and Sunny. I just want to give a huge thank you to the Bayfield Education Foundation for enabling me to, you know, to purchase some therapeutic riding equipment, and also enabling Unbridled Hope and myself to build the handicap ramp. The kids are basically wheeled up in their wheelchairs. The horse is situated, you know, on the side, and they just sit down and they just put one leg over and they're able to ride. And it not only benefits the child that's, you know, physically disabled, physically by strengthening their lower core muscles or whatever their physical therapist feels that need to be strengthened, it also benefits them emotionally. Basically, the horse is their legs, and it's really neat to see them be able to walk by using one of these beautiful animals, you know, and the look on their faces, it's a confidence builder. It's just really cool stuff. I'm not quite sure, you know, what they would have, a lot of them, or where they would be. They're, it's great, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
These testimonials you have just viewed are but a sampling of how the Bayfield Community Education Foundation is able to put your generous donations to work for our children. Please consider donating today. Donations may be sent to Post Office Box 921, Bayfield, Wisconsin 54814, or donate online at bayfieldcommunity.org. And remember, investing in education excellence, our promise to our children.